Today, we commemorate the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington, where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his famous "I Have a Dream" speech. However, a new study is showing that young people don't know much about King's iconic moment here.
Teresa Bowles asked some students at North Atlanta High School about the speech.
It's one of the most famous speeches in the world.
I have a dream.
But the dream could be getting lost on our youth.
I think we're losing it because it's not being talked about enough. And I think when it's being talked about, it's very brief.
North Atlanta High School's AP African Studies class is breaking down what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s speech means to them on the 60th anniversary of the March on Washington.
I think about community, I think about equality, how people of color are being discriminated horrifically to this day.
But Jude Hamilton says his classroom can only hold so many students, and for 18-year-olds not in his class, the impact of King's speech is perhaps fading.
A Pew Research Center survey released this month shows people 65 and up know the most about the "I Have a Dream" speech, and then the percentage continues to decline with each subsequent age group and generation.
It's kind of like saddening to see that like my kids or their kids after might not like have that same attachment to "I Have a Dream" and just civil rights in general.
The results showed knowledge seems to vary by race, with black people feeling the most confident. Senior Lydia Duke says she was immersed in black history at an early age.
My grandmother was impacted by this speech and the Civil Rights Act and just everything after that, and it's literally one of the reasons why I'm allowed to go to a school like this.
So the pressure is on the grandchildren, like junior Nigel Davis, to continue to pass down what they've learned about the speech.
Inform kids when they're early. They might hear something from certain people. Their beliefs might be hard to change after they hear said thing.
In hopes that King's words will ring on so we don't go backward. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin.
They sugarcoat a lot of history. We really need to go back into history and remind ourselves what people have been working so hard for so long.
But by the content of their character. In Atlanta, Teresa Bowles, 11 Alive News.
Still some promising young people right there. Well, the March on Washington was famous for Dr. King's "I Have a Dream" speech, and one local organization is living out another dream of Dr. King's. The Southern Christian Leadership Conference is based right here in Atlanta. Dr. King, Reverend Ralph David Abernathy, and Joseph Lowry, among others, founded the civil rights organization in 1957. The SCLC formed a few of the 600 people who went to Israel this summer. Their goal, to realize Dr. King's dream to take African Americans to Israel and build relationships with the Jewish people. Kathleen Steele took part in the trip. She says the 6-day war in Israel and Dr. King's assassination prevented that dream from happening.
He didn't seek color per se. He saw what was happening to a people, but had nothing to do with the color of the skin with him. He believed in equality for all.
Steele says in the wake of racist and anti-Semitic attacks in Georgia and around the country, we must address the issues and educate people on what's happening in our communities.